All right, it's week 4, final week of the month. And these have come to a level of completion that I am happy with. Now, I'm still going to tweak them, add a little bit more, and finish up and come in and detail them out just a little bit more. But for the purpose of what they were for, these sketches, these sculptures are done. I have the scribe and I have the author. So we went in, we did a basic concept, started out with these characters that were similar in structure and likeness, and then started tweaking them, added the emotions. The scribe started being developed. We started seeing words appear on her face. You know, we have this ear open and just listening to everything that's coming in, and they're all starting to appear on her skin. These words, these descriptions, these beliefs are becoming a part of her. Then we came in, and now we're working on the author, really developing our own voice, developing our own stories, still taking and listening in, but putting it through our own filter and saying, does that align with my beliefs, with who I am, with who I want to be? And do I believe these things that are being said about me? So we have her weird stamp that goes across her forehead. It's still there, but instead of being called that and taking it in a negative way, she has flipped the script and said, you know what, I am weird. I'm happy. I'm proud. I'm different. A I am not a peg in the machine. I am my own individual person. I'm special. I have my own qualities, my own quirks, my own weirdness, and she accepts it and loves it instead of learn to love her body. And then we also got in here, instead of ugly, we turned that to unique. Again, same thing, loving the person that you are and the person that you are becoming. So I had fun with these guys, and like I said, there's still more to do, but with the author, I wanted her a little bit more wild, a little bit more out there, whereas the scribe is a little tucked in, a little sheltered, held in, and everything feels like the weight of the world is coming in and crushing her and making her smaller and smaller. With the author, I wanted her to be still taking things in, but to be building and exploding from the inside out, to where she has discovered who she is and she is just sharing it with the world, open, wild, and fun. And so I added a little bit more of her shoulders and chest area, added the bases. Both of these still have that wild clay texture that is in progress, because they're both still being made, still being developed, still learning. It's just this one is still being told who she is and is still taking all of that in. She is still learning about who she is, still taking things in, but putting it through her own filter and developing who she is and who she wants to be tomorrow. Also went in with a little bit more of a fun hairstyle, went in with braids and a kind of flow over. I did a sculpture of Lisa Bilyeu maybe a couple years ago, and her hairstyle is just wild and out there. And I wanted to kind of add that in with doing the braids, the little flip over, just a little bit more unique of a character. Having her tongue out, being more alive. So that is what we got. That is the journey we went on this month. You know, are you, you know, are you the person that kind of takes from the world and everything that's being said about you and holds on to it? Are you somebody that filters it a little bit more? So this month, the whole purpose was, let's create something, whether it's a self-portrait, whether it's a character or creature, whether it's just a smiley face or an emoji that you create, and to write down some of the words. That way you actually understand and really take in, like, wow, do I really talk to myself like this? And then looking at some of those beliefs that you have and be like, is that mine? Did I actually come up with that? Or was that something that I just grew up with and just I thought was the way? And then taking those and being able to either wipe them off, wash them off, and rewrite a new one, or like weird, you change the meaning, you flip the script on what it actually means to you. So that has been this month. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Next month we have New Demons. We have a little bit of a fun take on going after your dreams and your visions and how you are the only one that can see it. So we're going to be sculpting some characters, adding in some glasses, and we're going to have some fun.